Hey guys, today I'm super excited to talk to you about The Mitchells versus the Machines. Now, this movie used to be called Connected, and then it changed hands, and it is now in the wonderful hands of Netflix, and it is coming to Netflix on April 30th. Now, there's so much I want to say about this movie, but before we get into my spoiler-free review, I'd love it if you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. All right, let's talk about this thing. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Okay, the first thing I want to mention is that it is from quote-unquote the humans that brought us Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the Lego Movie, and this is very obvious throughout the entire thing. We've got some incredible animation. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse might be the best animated film of all time, at least my favorite animated film of all time. It's still there, it's still holding strong, but man, The Mitchells and the Machines comes really flipping close to it. I love the animation style throughout the whole thing. They even mix in like real human pictures, and then you've got all sorts of just stuff popping up and going out, and like when certain things happen, you see little pictures and little cartoons and animated stuff on top of the animated stuff. I mean, this animation style is incredible. It will keep you just staring at the screen. I've seen this movie twice now, and I feel like I still have so much that I've missed and so much to explore just in the scenes of this movie. Now, we've got an amazing voice cast when it comes to this thing. I mean, you've got people like Maya Rudolph, who plays the mom. Absolutely love her. She's perfect in this role. Beck Bennett and Fred Armisen voice some of the robots. Beck Bennett voices several of them. I mean, the robots have different voices. We've got Conan O'Brien, who even makes a voice appearance. I mean, Eric Andre, who is absolutely incredible. Of course, you have Olivia Colman in here, as well as Charlene Yee, who I love as Ruby from Steven Universe. It just absolutely incredible. We've also got Danny McBride and Abby Jacobson. I mean, you cannot go wrong. Heck, we even have John Legend and Chrissy Teigen who make an appearance, and it's perfect who they voice. It's absolutely perfect. Listen, this movie is so good. It's so good. Now, this is a story of the Mitchells, who are, well, they're not the best family in the world. They fight, they argue, they are weird. I mean, they are just like regular humans, right? We are weird. A lot of us are weird anyways. We definitely fight with our families, and for some reason, they are basically humanity's only hope in the robot apocalypse, which is something they start off telling you from the very beginning. And they do apologize for it, at least. So, hey, there's that. But yeah, so that's how it starts off. Then you get kind of a flashback and building up to it, and then you finish off strong with back in the robot apocalypse. But what I can say about this movie, it is just so fun. I mean, yes, the Mitchells are weird and bizarre, and they're a real true family, and I think almost every single person is going to be able to relate to them. They have a pug, the most adorable pug. I have a pug. If you guys didn't know that, I have a pug named Khaleesi, so I totally related to this part of it, and anything that involved the pug made me laugh super hard, because she's basically I guess it's a he in the movie, but he's basically my dog, basically my Khaleesi. They were very similar, so I found that to be a lot of fun, but the story overall is really, really good. I mean, if I have any issues with it, there's definitely some stuff that maybe changed or at least got moved around, and it kind of makes the pacing a little bit off. Like I said, you have flat right in, let's get right into it. We're in the robot apocalypse, and then they do that flashback, right? The flashback takes a while to catch you back up to, oh, you're in the robot apocalypse. So the pacing's a little off there. There's definitely some stuff that goes on, maybe a little too long. I mean, the movie is almost 2 hours. They probably could have cut at least 10 minutes out of it, but it's just so much fun. I mean, my whole family staring at the screen, smiling, laughing. I don't think I've seen my girls laugh this hard in a long time. They are 8 and 9 years old, and actually all of us were laughing. My husband, myself, my kids, cracking up. There's moments where we were literally out loud laughing. My side was hurting. Like, there were parts we had to back up because when we first watched it the first time, because we missed what they were saying because we were laughing so hard. Just This is such a great, I cannot sing the praises of this movie enough. I mean, really all you need to do is know, oh, it's the same people who created Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Boom, the end. That's all I need to know. But really, I mean, the voice acting is all incredible. Great people that they chose. Absolutely perfect. Perfectly fit into those roles. Very relatable. Teaches some good lessons. I mean, they talk about basically, you know, everyone's sitting there on their phone. There's a part towards the beginning where the dad comes home and everyone's on their phone and he's like, oh, it's a great day at work. I'd like to see my family's faces. And my husband's like, that feels like real life because I come home and like you're on the computer and the kids are on their iPads. And I'm like, hello, I was at work all day. I'd like to see you guys. So very relatable stuff like that. People a little too attached to their technology. Lots of humor. So much fun. Some really incredible action scenes. And the score. You guys, there's some perfect music choices in this. I don't want to ruin anything, but there's a moment towards the end that we were all just loving it. And you know what? My daughter and I, my youngest daughter and I, we even teared up. I think my oldest did too, but she hit it. There was some really heartfelt moments too. And I don't know, I just absolutely loved this movie. The Mitchells versus the Machines. There's almost nothing wrong with it. Like I said, the pacing is off a little bit here and there. And because you can tell where they kind of tweaked things. And I mean, but other than that, and it's maybe a little too long, this is a really, really great movie, not just for families and definitely not just for kids. I think pretty much everyone is going to have a really, really good time watching this movie. You would think something about the robot apocalypse would maybe be a little frightening, a little too much, a little too close to home, a little too scary, but it's so much fun from beginning to end. I love this movie. I highly recommend you check it out when it hits Netflix on April 30th. I mean, this is one my family is going to be watching time and time and time and time again. It's an absolute blast, especially that last half hour is like pure perfection. And even stay through the credits. Trust me, stay through the credits because they're just a lot of fun to watch. But the credits really fit in with the story, and they're definitely worth checking out. I give The Mitchells versus the Machines a 4.5, and that's because I'm being nitpicky. You guys let me know if you're excited for this down below in the comments. If you have already seen The Mitchells versus the Machines by the time you get to this review, let me know your thoughts. I want to know. Let's discuss. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there. MAMASGEKY. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys. I'll see you next time. A huge thank you to all of my monetary supporters, those of you who have become YouTube members as well as patrons. Now, if you want to see your name here in the credits, consider joining one or the other. Guess what? You also get a special face-to-face Zoom meeting with yours truly and the rest of the gang. We have an absolute blast once a month, so consider becoming a member. Thanks, guys.